Right. Hello, Nick. I'm so excited to be here with you today to connect after all those years. It's just showing the power of music. There is no other way to explain what is going on here. And I think it's also showing that when something is good, it's timeless.
Absolutely.
And it's in music, it's in furnitures, painting. Anything that is really good is timeless. And for me, you created a timeless track. But what is interesting is that sometimes you need to be ready to receive something so powerful. And we're going now to rewind of what happened many years ago when we worked together, and to understand and share with you the story behind Nick Woolfson Remix extended version. So
Okay.
Tell me, first of all, what inspired you to make such a powerful backing track?
Well, I think one of the most important things was the lyrics and the melody, and I needed to put something behind that would complement that. And because it's such an emotional song, it needed something equally emotional musically. So that was the starting point.
What I like about it, that you kind of managed to capture myself, it's the combination of having that really powerful beat and sounds, but then you took the high vocals and the angelic. So you managed to capture both of my side. Was it intentionally, or you just played with what I gave you?
Well, I played with what you gave me, but maybe it was a bit of a happy accident. I don't know. Just sometimes these things happen. I mean, you can't. It's really hard to analyze what you do. You just do what comes out, and everything that you do musically, it just happens. Why that happens, I don't know. But I was inspired by the vocal performance and the lyrics, and I had to, bring out something which complemented that, and that's what came out.
So, what is amazing is how suddenly, how many years ago?
22.
No, 22.
It must be, yeah.
So we are meeting now after 22 years.
Yep.
Do you understand that? 22 years we created that timeless track. So let's share with them what happened.
Okay. Well, you came to me with some music to write, lyrics and vocals that you had written and produced, and you asked me to come and do the music music in my style. So I did two different styles, didn't I? So I had one which was more chilled, slow tempo, and another which was more upbeat and up tempo, and I just put that together for you.
Can I just interrupt? The chilled out version that got the cello, beautiful cello with the melody which your wife played there. So I remember at the time I played it to a top lawyer, I can say his name, James Harman, that was the lawyer of Elvis Costello and people in that league. Okay. And he heard that version, I don't know if you remember, and he said, gosh, this is like a James Bond track. This is so good. This need to be signed, but you need to be ready, I think, to any success, you need to be ready. And I probably wasn't ready.
Well,
I
clearly
don't know.
not. Because
Clearly
now,
not.
22 years later, finally, you're there.
Yeah, and I remember going to an A&R in Warner Music, and that's why you keep doing for me stuff, and he didn't like that, and he liked it, because you cannot ignore of how powerful, but I think he didn't know where to place me. But it doesn't matter. Let's share with the people how the miracle, I'm kind of like a fairy tale, and the song, the free will, is exactly about that, I don't see failure or giving up as an option. A beautiful example that I was privileged to know one of the key people behind William Blake, the poet, painter, one of England treasured.
Yeah.
And the chairman of his society supported all the poetry events that I did for peace in the House of Lords. And I will never forget that he gave me a private tour in Tate Britain when William Blake exhibition was only a few years ago. And I'm walking from painting to painting to poem to engraving, and I'm saying to myself, wow. Only one thing, which is Jerusalem, the poem, made him a mainstream and opened the doors. And we can speak about many examples, but this is a personal example that I take as something that motivates me. And I think that's why I never gave up on free will to make it that hit song, because first of all, it's always had reaction for people, but also the message behind it. But let's share, how did it happen that suddenly after 22 years, I'm suddenly connecting to you?
Probably because you asked me to have a look and see if I could find the masters, which I did, and had to go through my boxes of masters and records from the past, and I did find it. And when I had to listen to it for the first time in 22 years, I listened to that mix of free will, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. I was really surprised because I'd forgotten about it.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I didn't actually ask you to look for free will. In the back of my mind, I knew you did it. And obviously I didn't do anything with that. But I think I contacted you because I sang in some event, Wake Up My Child, which you did a beautiful chilled out remix. And I wanted to see if you have the backing tracks and the vocals, so I contacted you, and you went to your attic because of that, right?
I did, yeah.
So it was not free will.
No, but the tracks that I did with you at that time included free will. So
that's right. Right. And that is amazing, because in the back of my mind, after that I had some success in 2024 and 3 with remixes. In my mind, I said, I want to do a remix for free will. And it was all ready for me. And anything that you can share that you remember of all that powerful sounds that you use. So it's...
Well, considering that it was 22 years ago, I can't really remember that much, to be honest. But, listening to it, I know where most of it would have come from. But it was all, computer music done on my laptop. So
yeah.
But I because I did lots of different styles of music, I would quite often borrow from my more chill out side and add that to my more club version side. So so you get a lot of atmosphere and sort of atmospheric sounds in the background. And I like melody, and I like minor chords. I've always liked minor chords.
Me too.
And I like punch, especially for clubs. So I just combined them all.
Yes, so here we are, 22 years after. We both still with passion and just looking forward for the future and to create more music. And and I love to create with you. We should create something in 2025. Right. Who knows?
Who knows?
Exactly. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, because this track from March just gave me the what's the word? The boost to keep going, because we need it. And just listening to it in the headphone, I vision all this video, all these different people dancing. There is something about it that just make me wild. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay.